Welcome to our YouTube English channel. Our topic for today is about an adjective ending in ly, letter ly. The following words are adjectives, not adverb, and there is a noun form in those words. But first, we begin with the adjective forms. The adjective forms are as follows: lovely, cowardly, lonely, rascally, costly. Whenever you use these words in the sentence, they must modify the subject of that sentence. Therefore, never regard them to be an adverb. They do not have adverb form. They have noun form and adjective form. Therefore, for example, if one say that this man is rascal, it would be wrong. Instead, say this man is rascally. You are modifying the noun. And if you say this book is costly, it will be also wrong. Instead, you say this book is costly. And the noun form for rascally is rascal. Likewise, the noun form for costly is costly. Therefore, remember, don't use the noun form when you are using to describe something. Use the adjective form, which is rascally or rascal. And the noun form for cowardly is coward. The noun forms for lovely is love. And the noun form for lonely is loneliness. The noun form for lonely is loneliness. Please remember to use them correctly. Otherwise, you will be making a mistake, not realizing that it is a mistake. The next topic or subject matter is the correct use of relative pronouns and relative adverb. There are 3 words, if not more, that are not accepted in the modern English. These 3 words are very common in use amongst people, but it's not accepted. Why? Because they are not in a grammatical word. They are religious word, biblical word, let's say, or instrumental word. The word like whosoever, whatsoever, and wheresoever are not in the modern English words. They are religious words, instrumental words. So be careful to use them. It is common among us. Whatsoever, whosoever, and wheresoever. But they are not among the standard English because they are not in the modern English words. The next to that is the correct use of gerund, of go and going. Go is not a gerund, going become a gerund when it is attached with ing. It becomes a gerund. Therefore, how do we use the word going correctly? And how do we use the word go correctly? It matters to us right now. Therefore, please listen carefully. For example, if someone came to you and asked you about somebody who may have passed just by you, going somewhere and believing that you saw this person going, he or she asks you, did you see Mr. Peter pass here? And you would like to assist by answering the person with what you know best and what you saw. You therefore choose to say one of the two things. Yes, A, I see, or saw, it doesn't matter, Mr. Peter going to Anthony's house. B, I see or saw Mr. Peter go to Anthony's house. The first one will be going to Anthony's house, and the second will be go to Anthony's house. We are dealing with go and going, the verb form and the gerund form of go. Therefore, the first one we say is Mr. Peter going to Anthony's house, which you said to that person that you saw Peter going to Anthony's house. In meaning, we say that you saw Mr. Peter going to the direction of Anthony's house, but you have no clue where Mr. Peter could be now. But if the speaker follow where Mr. Peter walked to, it's possible he finds him there or not. And the second one say, I saw or you see Peter go to Anthony's house. The meaning will be, you saw Peter go to Anthony's house till he entered into the house of Anthony. Therefore, the one who asks you if he or she decide to go to Anthony's house, it's possible he will be in Anthony's house. So if you use go, it helps to prove that the person is in where you prescribe that he should be. But if you use going, it means you are not sure if he can be there, but you did see him going that way. But wheresoever he can go, beyond where you could see him going, you cannot tell. Those are the two differences between go and going. The gerund form is continuative, and the verb form shows where he could be at that point in time. So let's use go, knowing that the one whom you are asked about, very well you know where his whereabout could be. And use going when you have a doubt as to whether he can be found where you may show to be, if he or she is there or not. That's how we use go and going. Please try to read over and over when there is a lessons on the board, so that you're able to grab some and improve your standard. And if it is not a lesson, you listen carefully so that you can remember what is being said here by us. It is all about knowledge, and we have to do our best we can to help understand English the most possible way we can. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, watch, send your comment, your suggestion, we will be waiting to see how best we can do more than what we can, provided you put in interest by motivating us, that you appreciate what we are doing. We shall put the little together in others to make it alright for all of us, the best possible way we can. Thank you.